Our next speakers are representatives of Masdar's Youth for Sustainability initiative. This global platform supports young professionals and students to nurture the next generation of sustainability leaders through training and real-world experience. So please welcome AbdelQader Al Saqqaf and May Al-Hajeri.
Today's youth are actively building the world they will lead tomorrow. Their activism is impacting communities around the world, inspiring positive change and shaping a brighter future for all of us.
Good morning, May.
Good morning, AbdelQader.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having us today as we are representing the Youth for Sustainability initiative.
We're so excited to be a part of this great forum, especially that we're a few months away from welcoming COP28 and unveiling the global stocktake.
The first question.
AbdelQader, especially that we're representing today the Zayed Sustainability Forum, how do you think Sheikh Zayed principles and mindset influence the UAE's commitment to youth empowerment and sustainability?
Speaking of Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, the founding father of the United Arab Emirates, and touching the three elements of your question, which is His Highness Sheikh Zayed, the founding father, sustainability, and youth. Zayed is known as a founding father of the nation, but also a philanthropist and also a global humanitarian. An individual who lived a life that was so intentional, not only for now or here. He was a caring father. He had that sense of sensibility and responsibility, which led to the positioning of the UAE as a leader in sustainability in the global podium. Sheikh Zayed's efforts are not just about the Zayed Sustainability Prize. Zayed Sustainability Prize is just one of the initiatives and one of the projects that shows the impact of His Highness Sheikh Zayed. But if we're talking about the prize have impacted more than 378 million in 150 countries around the world. We have developed in the last 50 years so fast to the point that our ancestors even can't comprehend the change and the development that happened. They have enabled us through the hardship that they lived. And they used to live in tents. But just yesterday, 24 hours ago, the second generation has just landed safely from the space station to the United Arab Emirates. And we are really proud of this accomplishment. So this is the Sheikh Zayed's narrative of sustainability and youth empowerment.
Thank you, AbdelQader. I think although we're in a very diverse gathering today and we're celebrating ultimately global collaboration, I think if you will allow me to take a few moments to share key milestones in the UAE's journey of youth empowerment and how because of such initiatives, I think we're witnessing a lot of success stories that are from the UAE to the world. I think overall the journey of youth empowerment has marked significant milestones that reflects our nation's commitment to nurturing its young population, which by the way, it consists of 50% of the UAE's population alone. I think here a pivotal moment came in 2016 when our government has announced Her Excellency Sham al-Mazrou'i as the first Minister of Youth as the first Minister of State for Youth Affairs. I think ultimately this decision symbolizes the UAE's dedication to prioritizing youth-related matters and setting a platform for youth development. A year after that, the UAE have announced the National Youth Agenda, which is a comprehensive roadmap for youth development. The agenda outlined key focus areas such as education, employment, engagement, and leadership. It provided a strategic framework for addressing the unique needs and aspirations for young people in the UAE. Also, another notable aspect of the UAE's approach to youth empowerment has been the active engagement of youth in the decision-making processes. I don't know if you heard about Youth Circles, but Youth Circles is an initiative by the Ministry of Youth Affairs that serves as an open forum for young Emiratis to engage with government officials, to express their opinions and concerns or matters that are dear to their hearts. These platforms have allowed young people to contribute directly to policy discussions and influence government initiatives. At the local level, across the 7 Emirates, youth councils were established. And if you may allow me, I'm so happy to see a few of them present with us here today. So these councils empower young people to play a meaningful role in community development and decision making, ensuring that their perspectives are considered in shaping local policies. That being said, and considering my background as well as someone who's been in the government and works in the economic space, I'm so excited to see that there is initiatives that empower young entrepreneurs, from funding to mentorship to incubators to support innovation within several industries. And not to forget UAE's commitment to empowering youth beyond its geographical location. With that being said, AbdelQader, if you can share with us some stories or initiatives about the UAE's commitment to empower youth on the international scale.
As you mentioned, May, beyond the borders, we were actually at the receiving end. Today we are at the giving end. Today we are delivering and developing at the same time. I'm going to share a story before answering your question, actually. An Emirati will always revolve around 3 elements that we inherited from our founding fathers. The first element, which is purpose, the second, which is people, and the third one, which is passion. An Emirati will always have a powerful why. And always they say, if you have a powerful why, then the how is super easy. An example of this philosophy is a young Emirati who started his studies in England. And in his first day when he went there, he had a purpose and he saw an opportunity. And after that purpose, he looked for people who had passion to deliver such change in that community. And he founded an Emirati society delivering the agenda of the UAE in that city as part of West England and Wales. That individual also, when he was sent to the United States on a mission representing his country, he saw an opportunity to connect the global young leaders from all over the world, the fellow youth delegates from all over the world, to connect them back to the opportunities that are offered by the United Arab Emirates, such as Youth for Sustainability platform. Today we have some of the fellow youth delegates from all over the world are members of the Y4S initiative. So this is a true example of we were receiving, today we are giving back. In terms of examples of initiatives or programs, there are many, but I would like to highlight some of them. The first one that I would like to start with, which is the Y4S initiative, which is Youth for Sustainability. It's an initiative that have a great objective with targeting 1 million young individuals up to 2030.
From all around the world.
Sorry?
From all around the world.
Yeah, from not just Emiratis, from all over the world, actually. And another one, the Emirati approach is not just to empower locally and globally, but to forget the region, but also to empower the region. And they've initiated the Arab Youth Center. And in terms of the Arab Youth Center, one of the well-known initiatives in climate change is the Arab Youth Climate Change Council. And I'm happy to see some of the members here attending the session. Another initiative that it's a great opportunity for focused groups of the community, which is the WISER platform, which is a platform for women in sustainability, environment, and renewable energy, which have accomplished great milestones in empowering ladies around the world. Another one, which is the most recent, which is the 100 climate delegates, which has been initiated by the COP28 presidency. And what's unique about this opportunity is that it's targeting the indigenous people, the underprivileged individuals from least developed states. That's the unique model. And this opportunity or this initiative, it's actually the largest from its type. So those are the opportunities and yet more to come. And I think since we have a minute to end our session, and May is my esteemed guest today, and I am her esteemed guest today.
Yes.
What questions would you like to have for me or for the audience?
Thank you, AbdelQader. And I think we can go on and on about UAE's true commitment to youth empowerment. We've seen so many great examples, and I think if anything, the UAE is extending its offering to the rest of the world. So if allow me to wrap up our today's discussion with a question. Today we've been talking a lot about collaboration. So really my question today is how we can work together to harness the collective power of our local community and create a lasting impact for our planet and our youth. Your ideas, expertise, and collaboration are essential to this goal. We invite you all to join us in this endeavor, as we believe that in uniting our efforts, we can build a brighter, more sustainable future for the generations to come. With that, I conclude our session for today. Thank you, and see you in COP28.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, it's time to wrap up. And we really appreciate your presence here today as we explored different avenues and solutions to tackle some of the most significant climate and sustainability challenges facing the world today. And in the lead up to COP28 UAE, where world leaders will convene to advance the global sustainability agenda, some of the discussions and speeches that took place here today offer some guidance as to what would make it a success. Remember when I asked Dr. Keller? He said, honesty. For Raquel Moses, who was on the panel on climate finance, it's transparency. And for the inspiring Jacqueline from Kenya, a former prize winner, well, she asked, is this going to be yet another summit where nothing happens? So I guess for her, it's probably a responsibility and accountability. So I'd like to invite you to ponder that thought as we conclude the Zayed Sustainability Prize Forum today. Many thanks to you, the audience, for your attention today. And please join me in extending a big, warm round of applause to our panelists and moderators today. Thank you.